At the start of Ashes of Outland, Demon Hunter will be introduced to the game. With this being the first new class, players will all be on equal footing when it comes to piloting it. Today, we want to take a look at how to play Demon Hunter in Arena so that you can be ready for day one of the new year. A total of 45 Demon Hunter cards have been released in Ashes of Outland, and we noticed some key themes emerging for the hero. Just how strong will Demon Hunter be? What are some key cards to play around? Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on to keep up with our Hearthstone content. Now let's begin. Our first observation is that the average power level of Demon Hunter cards is quite strong. This has been a growing trend since last year. Glaive-bound Adept is a better Fire Elemental, Eldrazi Warblades is a better Stormforge Axe, and Chaos Nova is a better Hellfire. These cards are only the basic Demon Hunter cards. The best cards released for Demon Hunter are the Epic Weapon Flame Reaper and Rare Minion Coilfang Warlord. These cards are among the best cards ever released in Hearthstone, period. Weapons in general are more powerful in Demon Hunter than other classes due to their 1-mana hero power. One weapon we haven't mentioned yet is Umberwing. The card reminds us of Muster for Battle, which is yet another premium card of the past. Some other premium cards are Twin Slice, which more or less resembles Backstab, Command the Illidari, which resembles Swarm of Locusts, and Warglaives of Azzinoth, which is basically a better Soul Thraze. The last card to note goes to Priestess of Fury. End of turn effects and AoE are extremely strong in Arena, and this card combines both in a minion body. We cannot overstate how powerful this card is. Not only is the effect premium, it also has competitive stats for its mana cost. For Arena purposes, epic cards will not be seen as much, but you will see a lot of the above-mentioned commons and rares dictating the meta. With all the powerful cards mentioned, how should you play the class? Much of Illidan's identity reminds us of a combination of rogue and mage. Tempo is key in the class, and usually Illidan lacks enough late-game value to win a control matchup. Use your hero power and weapons aggressively in the early game to grab the board, and by playing curved minions. Because you will take quite a bit of damage with your hero power, an average Demon Hunter deck should have some taunts and heals to compensate. Usually you're looking for around 2 to 4 defensive cards per deck to survive. Ashes of Outland has a bunch of common neutral taunts for the job. An ideal Demon Hunter deck will likely have the following: a good curve, 2 to 4 premium weapons, some taunts or heals, only a few reactive cards, and 2 to 4 win conditions such as a big bomb in the late game. Having a good curve cannot be overstated. You will need some flexibility because you never know when you need to hero power. Big cards should only be taken if they push tempo. A perfect example of a big card you should almost never take is Supreme Abyssal. While overstated, it can never go face and does nothing on the turn it's played. In summary, we see a class that is very similar to Rogue in its playstyle. Now, unlike Rogue or any other class, a key weakness we notice in Illidan's toolkit is the lack of big removal cards. Inner Demon does 8 damage, but costs too much for a large removal. Coilfang Warlord is likely the most reliable large removal card, but still costs 8 mana. This means the class will have a hard time dealing with big mid-game sticky minions, such as Bone Chewer Vanguard and Wrapped Golem. The lack of large removals is a key reason why the class should not be drafting in a control fashion. Another issue the class might have is an identity problem. While Chaos Nova and Immolation Aura are premium board clears, you usually want to be the aggressive player pushing on the board rather than clearing it. There is a clear limit to how many board clears you'd want, since your overall identity is rooted in tempo. Now, an average opponent will likely draft both of these cards, since they will be highly rated among all third-party tier lists. You, however, the obviously experienced player by watching this video, should take these cards very cautiously. Be mindful of your deck identity. If you picked too many reactive cards, your hand will often be too awkward and unable to take advantage of the hero power. With Illidan, there is a new keyword, Outcast. In Arena, it is unlikely you'll consistently trigger this effect. The most common scenario is likely top decking an Outcast card and playing it right away. You do not want to play suboptimally just so your Outcast card ends up in the leftmost position. However, it does bring some strategy in how you do play. The only Outcast card you really want to activate is Skull of Gul'dan. Considering it is a draw mechanic, you usually want to play this in the later stages of the game. Like Illidan's aggressive identity, this is yet another effect that incentivizes a strong mid-range curve. If your deck is filled with 7+ mana cards, it will often be too difficult to trigger Outcast effects. And this wraps up our analysis of Demon Hunter. A bunch of good cards we haven't mentioned yet is Battlefiend, Wrathspike Brute, and Netherwalker. We're not sure how good the Dormant card will be, but it is likely the best Dormant card released in the set. We believe Demon Hunter is firmly rooted in the top half of a class tier list. The quality of cards and the tempo identity of the class will make Illidan better than Warrior, Hunter, Shaman, and Priest. What do you think of Demon Hunter? What are some key themes you noticed with the new hero? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, make sure to to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date with our Hearthstone content, as well as to turn notifications on. We'll see you all next time.